Hello and welcome. My name is Sunshine, the project manager, Sunshine Resources. Welcome to our tutorial series on how to build website with HTML and CSS. And this is tutorial 15 in the series. In the last tutorial, we learned how to create space in between the cell and the border, and also between the cells themselves, and which we call cell padding and cell spacing. Today we will be learning how to create a list on a web page. Now there are two types of lists. You have the ordered list and you have the unordered list. You have the ordered list and you have the unordered list. Now let me introduce you to an unordered list tag, the tag used for unordered list. Now just like we have here, let me remove this spacing, cell spacing. Okay, now the tag for unordered list is UL. Now just like we have in this table here, instead of the TR we now have UL as the opening, and then you have UL also as the closing, and then instead of TD, just like we have for table TD for table data, you will now have LI as the beginning for list item close, list item open tag, list item close tag, list item open tag, and then list item close tag. We're still using the same chemistry, biology, physics. This time around it's no longer a table. We are creating lists now. Let me turn it to list. We are creating lists now. So what we have just done is that we have created an unordered list, a list that doesn't have any particular order. Now let's see how what the browser is going to do here. Let me remove all these ones here so that we don't have any confusion. Okay, now let me save and refresh to see what we have. Okay, science subject is still appearing. So this is what we've done at the top: chemistry, biology, physics. You can see the browser had just bulleted for you chemistry, biology, physics. The browser has just bulleted for you. Don't ignore this one here. It's not part of what we're doing here. What we're doing now is that we are creating an ordered list. We are creating an unordered list, a list that can appear in no particular order. That's what we are doing here. So you can see that the browser has already bulleted for us. Another list that I've mentioned at the introductory part of this video is the ordered list. The one we've just finished creating is the unordered list. So now the ordered list means that order appear in a particular pattern, maybe in terms of size, or in a particular pattern that it should always go. Maybe the description of a place, or maybe being numbered according to their sizes. So here, instead of using UL, that is unordered list, we will now change it to OL, that is ordered list, OL. So here becomes OL, and this opening table tag here becomes OL, and the closing also becomes OL, that is ordered list. And same thing, you have list item chemistry, list item biology, list item physics, in the same pattern. But let's refresh to see what will happen to these. Let's refresh to see what will happen to this table we have created now, which is an ordered list. Now let me remove this one so that it doesn't get you confused. I want to remove this table tag here. I want to get it away. We don't need it anymore. So what we're creating now is ordered list. Now let me refresh to see what we have done. Refresh, save and refresh. You can see the browser had labeled it 1, 2 and 3 for you in that particular order. 1, 2 and 3. Now let me go over it again. You can see the list is in the body of the web page, the body of the web page. And so this tag is for ordered list. So all you have to do is to put the opening tag OL, close it up, and then you also put the closing tag OL. Now in between the OL opening tag and the OL closing tag, you have the list item. List item 1 chemistry, both opening and closing tag. List item 2 biology, closing, opening and closing tag. List item 3 opening and closing tag physics. And when we did it and refresh, we have this. It's been numbered. Now let me give you another example. Supposing we use January. Let's use January. February. March. Now let me copy this and paste. March, April, not May. April, May, June. Let's stop here and see. Now let's refresh to see what we have done. Let's save and refresh to see what we have done. The browser has labeled it, numbered it for us. Sorry, the browser had numbered it for you. You can see that in the tag there is no number. I did not number it, but the browser has done it for us. So this is how you create ordered list and on ordered list. Sorry, this is how to create order and unordered list. Thank you very much for watching, and God bless you. In the next video, we will start a new aspect of this tutorial called the CSS. We've been talking about CSS. In the next tutorial, we will start CSS. Thank you very much for watching. Hello and welcome. My name is Sunshine, the project manager, Sunshine Resources. Welcome to our tutorial 16 in our series how to build website with HTML and CSS. I guess you've been wondering why we've been talking about HTML and CSS all this while and you never get to hear CSS. Thank goodness, today we're going to be talking about the CSS. CSS means cascading style sheet. In the introductory part of this tutorial, we've been talking about HTML. HTML is obviously the building block of every website. Every website must contain HTML because it is a building block. It consists of the text, the graphic, the images, and so on. But CSS, which means cascading style sheet, is an aesthetics, or is the aesthetics of any website. CSS beautify and makes website very beautiful and colorful. And so today we will start learning more about CSS because it is a very important aspect of website building. Let me start by introducing you to the tag of CSS. Now, it is important for you to note here that the CSS script is always in the head, even though it is going to shape all the activities or most of the activities in the body, but it stays in the head and control activities of the body. So this is a tag for CSS in the head. As we are used to, you create the opening and close. We are in the head part of the script now. You create the opening and closing tag, style, and then let's create the closing. Style, closing. Now in the opening style tag, you hit space and type equal to inverted comma open text slash CSS inverted comma close, and then you close it up. So this is how you write in style tag in the head section of your website. This is the style tag. Now whatever you're going to do will be in between the style tag opening and the style tag closing. Very important. Whatever you're going to effect, whatever change you're going to effect in the body is going to be in between the style tag opening and the closing. Now let's go to the body and construct some text and use the CSS to change the color or the font. Now let's construct some text, some sentences here, sorry. For example, we are learning how to build a website with HTML and CSS. Okay, now we've just constructed a sentence in the body part of the web page. We are learning how to build website with HTML and CSS. Now we have to give this tag, let's paragraph it first and foremost. Okay, we've just paragraphed the text in the body part of our web page. And now let me construct another sentence again. And today we are learning CSS. And today we are learning CSS. Okay. Now I'm going to leave this text just the way it is. What we want to do now is to change the color of this text. We are learning how to build website with HTML and CSS. Now to do that, in the style tag, you go in between the opening style tag and the closing. You will do this. First and foremost, we need a parameter to enable us understand, or to enable the web browser determine which item you want to effect a change. And from here, the parameter that will identify this long text here is this P, paragraph. So we'll write P outside and give a space, and then we will now write this special bracket. Is a special bracket, and then inside we want to change the color, so you now write color. Mind you, color is spelled C-O-L-O-R, there is no U. Color, then semicolon, no, a colon first, a colon, then let's make the color blue. Let's make the color blue. And then semicolon, and then we close it with this special bracket. We close it. Now let's save and refresh to see what we have. You can see the color of the text has been changed to blue. The color is blue. Now let me change it maybe to this color. Let me change it to red. Let me change it to red so that I can see. ED. RED. Let's save and refresh. The color has changed to red. You can see how we're changing the color of the text in the body of the web page from the cascading style sheet. Let's change it to green. To green. Save. The color has changed to green, as you can see. So that is how you can change the color of a text from the cascading style sheet CSS. Now you can also add other parameters to it, like for example the font. You can change the font size also from here. Now let's copy this and copy it. And let's change this one to font minus family. Now let's change it to area. So the font now is Arial. Let's save and refresh to see what we have. We can see the font has changed. The font has changed. We have changed it to Arial. So this is how you can effect changes on a website from the CSS cascading style sheet. Now there are so many other parameters that you can change. Now, like in the case of this one, I may not even need another. I can decide to copy this one here and place it here. Let me remove this second line. All of them can be on the same line, doesn't matter. And just put it on the same line. It's still going to work like this. All of them on the same line, it's still going to work like this. Instead of creating a very long list of, you can put them on the same line this way. For the color, for example, sometimes you might not want to use green, blue, red. You can get a color code. For example, let's get a color code from Photoshop. You can get a color code. For example, this is a color code. Let's copy this color code. Blue. Let's copy this color code. Instead of writing green, I will just put the code here. Paste it. Make sure you have an hash in front of it. Otherwise, it's not going to work. So let's save and refresh. It has changed to blue, as you can see. It has taken the color blue, which is, you can go to the website and get more color code. Sometimes mixture of colors giving you a very unique color on your web page if you want it that way. So this is how you use CSS to effect changes on your web page. You can change the color, you can change the font, and so many other things. As we proceed, you will see them. So we've come to the end of today's lesson. Thank you very much for watching. If you like this video, give us a thumbs up and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thank you very much.